Are you ready to make some new pals? We've got another beer from down under. This is a session IPA and it's actually made in conjunction with Gipsy Hill and Moondog. They're the Australian brewery. So what's it going to be like? This session IPA, just 4%. Check out the review to find out. G'day and welcome back to Rocker's Beer Review. Today we're going to be reviewing this beer. We've had a few of the non-alcohol beers, but now we're moving up to proper full-fat beer. So this is a new Pals. It's a session IPA coming at 4%. And this one is in conjunction with Gipsy Hill, which are a London-based brewery, and Moondog. And it's actually made with Australian hops. So it's got Enigma and Galaxy hops in it. So it's difficult to tell, I think it's pretty much a Gipsy Hill beer with probably using some of the recipes that Moondog actually put together, but I think it's actually brewed in the UK. So this is a sort of semi-Australian beer, an Australian UK hybrid, but it's in a nice little can. I like the sort of artwork, very sort of summery. I think someone else commented or certainly put it in some of the one of my comments or another video that I think that Beer52 would have been much better to do this Australian themed or certainly Melbourne themed box in the summer opposed to in January, because I think you would get more enjoyment out of these beers. They're very much summery drinking beers. But anyway, it's been a little while since I've had a proper beer because I've been drinking a lot of alcohol-free stuff. So let's get this beer out of the can and into a glass and see what it's like. So session IPA, a little bit hit and miss, can be very light. But you don't normally see a session IPA made with Enigma and Galaxy. They're usually more reserved for IPAs, and certainly beer in a glass, it looks pretty nice. So you've got this sort of yellowy orange colour. We've got a 2-finger sort of just off white head, but fairly compacted there. The bubbles have moved up and there's not much going on there. So let's get some aromas. Smells really good actually. It does smell, got a real tropical sort of aroma. So you got pineapple and mango. They're the two big aromas in there. I mean, it's not bad. It smells pretty good for a session IPA. It's only 4%, so it's not the most, it's not that strong. It's pretty much right at the low end of what you'd want from a beer. But it's certainly beer in a glass. It looks a little bit more, it's a bit more hazier than normal session IPAs, and it looks like it's got a bit more body. But let's see what it tastes like. Cheers, everyone. Still fairly light, but it's the body's is quite soft actually, and although there's a little bit of zinginess of carbonation when you first drink it, it isn't as overly fizzy as some of these other Australian beers that we've had. It's really, really nice actually. It's certainly refreshing and light, and certainly very sessionable. I can see you can drink quite a few of these. It's got that very easy drinking sort of flavour to it. I mean, in terms of the flavour, pineapple and mango are in there. They're a little bit sort of dialed back, a little bit more diluted than you would expect when you're using those big hitters like Enigma and El Dorado in an IPA. But they're still there. I think for a session IPA at 4%, the flavour's a lot more than you would normally expect from a sort of sessionable IPA. Yeah, really easy drinking. I'm really enjoying it actually. Again, I think I'd enjoy it more if it was hot and sunny and I was sitting on a beach somewhere. It's got that nice sort of, you've got citrus and the pineapple, it is there. You can taste the pineapple and you can taste the mango, but they're a little bit dialed back. And I always find that when you've got those tropical flavours in there, in a sessionable IPA, you're getting a lot more citrus in there. I'm starting to feel now that the lower the ABV on a beer, the more the citrus is in there. And there's a nice little bit of grapefruit there on that I'm just getting there in the back end. And that just gives it a little bit more bite. Have another look at it. I mean, it looks pretty good. Whether it's a session IPA, pale ale, it's got a bit more than a pale ale. It's a little bit more, it's got a little bit more body. I wouldn't say it was certainly not full bodied. It's not really sort of thick and juicy and dank, you know, in terms of that some IPAs can have. It's got that light freshness that's, you know, as it says, it's a session IPA and it's very sessionable. I like this. I like it a lot. Really easy drinking. I would say that at the moment it's probably my favourite from the box. A little disappointed that it's pretty much a UK beer with a, you know, using with a little bit of collaboration with the Melbourne Brewery, but pretty damn good. Let's get some scores. Okay, the scores are in for this Gipsy Hill and Moondog session IPA called New Pals. I really enjoyed this. It's light, it's fresh, it's light and refreshing. It's got a nice crispness to it. It's the sort of beer you want to drink in the sun. So go back again. We're in January. It's a funny drinking beer like this in January, it really is. But let's first things first, aroma. I mean, for a session IPA, it's quite a nice aroma. Citrusy, but there's, you know, mango and pineapple are quite strong in the aromas there. Let's have another sort of smell. Yeah, I'm getting those real sort of lilt, you know, that sort of soft drink lilt sort of smells, you know, mango, grapefruit, pineapple all mixed up. Really, really nice actually. And for 4%, it's got a lot more aroma than most. So I'm giving it a 13 for aroma. Appearance. Well, from what's left of it, you know, it's a nice yellowy, and it, you know, you've got a nice, you know, the head's not really much, but you wouldn't expect that from a session IPA. But, you know, it actually looks a little bit more thicker in the glass than it is. It's got a nice haziness to it. I really enjoyed that, and I think it looks pretty good. It looks like a proper pale ale, even though it's a session IPA. I'm giving it 8 for appearance. Flavour-wise, I really enjoyed it. I think, you know, when a 4%, it's very difficult because you can always get that, you know it's 4% and you think, yeah, okay, is the flavour's going to be dialed back? I mean, we've had pale ales at 5 and 5.5%. You know, your IPAs, you know, they're full of flavour, especially when they're sort of 6.5%, 7%. But for 4%, usually you can get everything just tastes a little bit watery, a bit dialed back. But with this one, I think the flavour profile is really good. Yes, it's light, but it's refreshing. It has a nice soft mouthfeel. Not as soft as, you know, the sort of New England IPA sort of thing. But it's not as sort of, you know, it's not as thin and light as a lot of pale ales. It's refreshing, tastes great. I'm giving it a 33 for flavour. Value for money. Well, we've gone back to the smaller 330 cans opposed to the 375, and it's, you know, again, Gipsy Hill. I think this is actually. I mean, it's. I'm just trying to see whether it's got on here. I mean, yeah, because they're based in London, Gipsy Hill, and it's actually, brewed and packaged there. So it actually hasn't come from Australia. It's a London base. So I think it's going to get down to, you know, when you're paying £3 for it, and the Beer52, I would give that a 7 out of 10 for value. And then my overall experience, I really enjoyed it. I mean, I'm not sure because I've had a little while off drinking, you know, proper beer. But I really would like to drink another one. I mean, I really got the taste for it. It's nice and refreshing. You've got those nice sort of tropical flavours in there, a little bit of citrus, tiny little bit of grapefruit on the back end. It's just a really nice rounded sort of beer. And it's, you know, it is what it says on the tin. It's a session IPA. What you could drink, you know, quite a few of those and you'd enjoy them. You know, it's not too heavy, and but it's not light in that it lacks flavour. So it's just got a great balance. So I'm giving that 14 for my overall experience. So we top those scores up, we're getting a 75. That's a pretty damn good Whitesnake beer, mid-range Whitesnake beer. And for Beer52, that's a pretty damn good score. Recommended that one. I don't know how easy this one is going to be to find, because obviously whether you can go and buy it directly from Gipsy Hill. I certainly haven't seen it advertised. Maybe it's just a one-off, but it's a really good, for a 4% beer, it's got a lot of flavour to it. So I hope you enjoyed that. One thing that I'm going to say, this is a little hack. I want to put it at the end of the video in case not many people see it. If you're a Beer52 subscriber, if you go onto your online Beer52 portal, you know, and you go into that and you click on subscribe, you get the option that you can cancel the membership or you can pause the membership. Now, you know, if you go on cancel, then you get another page come up that says, well, you sure you want to cancel? We'll give you £5 off your next order. So you can click on that and you can get your next order for 19 quid instead of 24 quid. So if you're a Beer52 subscriber and you want to get some money off your next one, you're thinking of cancelling, you think, oh, is it value? I'm not drinking as much from it, you know, or pausing it. But, you know, when you're looking at 19 quid for 8 beers, you know, it becomes a much better value. So you can do that. I mean, it will only do that for 1 month, then the next month it will revert back. And I don't expect you can do that every month. But, you know, it's just a little hack that we can save a £5. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you enjoyed the hack. Let me know in the comments if you've used that hack before, if you've ever tried to cancel and they've offered you something else, because I think it's quite important with Beer52. They do offer you extra beers from time to time. They want to keep you as a subscriber, so they'll do anything to do that. And it's worth, you know, utilising that as much as you can. So until the next one, remember, if you like the video, click like. If you're not a subscriber and you want to get these beer reviews for Beer52 before you even drink them, because by some freak of nature, I seem to get my beers really, really early. Next month, which will be February, I expect to get my beers probably by, you know, before the end of this month. So I'll be pretty damn quick. So 1st of February, you'll see the unboxing and then the reviews coming after that. So please like and subscribe. I've waffled on enough. Remember what you've got to do. Keep on rocking.